In this video we are going to be showing you one of Scotland's most beautiful islands. It's also known as Scotland in miniature. But first of all we have to embark on this 55-minute ferry crossing to the Isle of Arran. It's a bit windy.
Well, here we are in the Port of Brodick. I'm Tracy.
And I'm Alan. And we're going to flick a coin to decide which way we're going to be travelling round the island. So heads for clockwise and tails for anti-clockwise. Heads it is.
Woo!
Clockwise we go.
Our first stop is in the village of Lamlash, 3 miles south of Brodick.
And a lovely sheltered bay on the east coast facing the whole island.
So come and see. Arran has a population of only 4,500 to 5,000 people. Lamlash is one of the main settlements in the area.
Well, Lamlash has plenty of shops, restaurants about, and it also has a local yacht club and a golf club.
Next stop is Whiting Bay.
It's the third largest settlement in the Isle of Arran, behind Lamlash and Brodick.
Behind us is a 2-mile stretch of beach.
Well, we've just arrived at Whiting Bay, and typical Isle of Arran weather, it's so unpredictable. We've barely been here 3/4 of an hour and the heavens have opened up. So we're just kind of waiting to see if it goes off a bit so we can discover more on the island. Aside of that, we're going to have to find a park up for the night. Yeah?
I'll be stuck in the van again.
Let's hope not.
That's typical Scotland and Arran.
The downside of booking ferries in advance coming to little Scottish islands, you just don't know what the weather's going to be like. Well, we've stopped off at Kilmore, and this little place has a reputation for being the home of giants. But just as interesting, this place has a bit of a story. It was on these shores on the 28th of December 1908 that a ship named the Bessie Arnold ran into these rocks in a blizzard, and all the crew perished, and all that remained was the figurehead of the ship. And the figurehead was restored and can now it rests in this church behind us.
The fall is coming, I can feel it. The breeze brings goosebumps to my skin. Tonight the whiskey feels stronger. Gas
Carat Lag. It's within the parish of Kilmore on the south side of Arran, and as you can see it has a whisky distillery. But for hundreds of years, small Arran communities, to increase their income, made their own illicit spirit, which resulted in whisky and became known as Arran Waters. It was smuggled from Lag to be sold on mainland Scotland. But nowadays everything is all legal and above board, and you can take a tour of the distillery. Well, we had our first night's sleep at Drummadoon Bay at Blackwaterfoot. The weather's moving on us, we don't really have much time here to continue along the coastline. Blackwaterfoot golf course that we're standing at here is one of only two in the whole of Europe that's a 12-hole golf course. Well, we've pulled up in the car park just along the coast a bit from Blackwaterfoot, and this is where you follow the pathway to the so-called King's Cave, where apparently Robert the Bruce hid many years ago. And there's a circular trail you can follow.
Tell me about it.
Well, here we are, we finally made it to the King's Cave.
It is said that Robert the Bruce, King of Scots, hid in this cave.
Ooh.
The reason why you are Scottish is because of the flight.
Look at that.
Well, that was exciting stuff. Next stop, Machrie Moor for the standing stones.
Let's get going.
It's just not too far from here, so we'll get on our way. Looks like the heavens have opened up again once we get out of these caves.
Never fails.
We've got the Tammies.
I've got it on already.
Well, just a little bit further up the coast from Blackwaterfoot is Machrie Moor standing circle stones. And they're believed to be 4,500 years old. Well, this row of little houses behind us in Catacall is also known as the 12 Apostles. And if you look very closely, you'll probably notice that the upper windows are all slightly different. There is a little story that goes around saying that when the men were at sea, their wives would light a candle in the window and each man would know which house was signalling. This little village has also been known as having 3 of the world's rarest and most endangered tree species. There's a local red deer just having a feed right behind us here. He must be used to people going about. He has not flinched one bit. Come on, ladies.
I'm not in a hurry.
Come on. Oh, lovely move.
That's so
Come on then. Indicate. Tell me what way you're going.
There's a van coming.
They're walking up the middle. So they're going to let us.
He's laughing. He's probably used to it or something.
Well, to the north of the island is the location of Arran Distillery. It was built in 1995, producing the Arran single malt. And the distillery is one of the major industries on the island. But apparently the local bar, the Lamlash Hotel, has the largest collection of Scotch whisky available by the measure in the whole country. I believe there's over 350 different types of whiskies you can take your chances and try.
Wow.
But when the local distillery was being built, construction was held back because there was a pair of golden eagles breeding in the area, and they held back on the construction until the breeding pair had raised their young. Amazing views driving round the island.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
The scenery changes so quick. It's almost like they've got their own microclimate here.
The weather changes so quick. scenery.
Here we are right in front of Goatfell, the highest mountain on the Isle of Arran. Beware of fallen rocks going round Arran.
That's massive!
That's a biggie. Welcome to Corrie, part of the North Ayrshire Council. Quaint little village. All these little picturesque cottages.
That wee house.
Well, that's us done a full circle round the Isle of Arran, but because we're only here for a few days, we've obviously missed out on some of the main features of the island, as in where?
The waterfall.
Oh yeah, Glen Ashdale waterfalls and the giant stones,
Cave.
Brennan Beach. We lost out in Brennan Beach as well. We couldn't find the sign for that actually on the way around. And obviously trying to find the time to go up Goatfell, which takes a good few hours. But I think in the couple of days we've been here, we've seen the vast majority of it. But we're in October now and it's a bit of a guessing game how the weather's going to be. Just as we're talking just now, you'll see the sun's coming out as we speak.
And then it'll start raining in half an hour's time or something.
But we woke up to some horrendous rain through the night, and then we were parked up at Loch Ranza, and we've discovered that there may well be cancellations to the ferry later on today. We don't mind staying another day, but you just don't know when you make your bookings how the weather's going to be.
Don't wanna just wanna watch them stars fall. But you don't wanna try to make up dreams just to be seen. I wanna lay here beside you.
Andy bought something.
You ever want to treat yourself to a jacket? Go into this shop here in Arran. The prices are far, far cheaper than mainland, surprisingly.
It's not what we know.
All your brand names as well.
It's where we
Go
grow wings and tell our goodbye. Oh, it's not
Arran
what
has
we
a great
see.
climate for palm trees.
It's what we choose to be. Sunflowers, high grass, and bare feet. Oh, but you each second is
Well, I
a
hope you
treat.
liked our little adventure around the Isle of Arran.
I keep my balance next to you.
Yeah. Take care.
It's true.
Happy travelling.
Nowadays,
See
there's
you in the next
nothing I
one.
wouldn't do.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know. It's where